Hi everyone, welcome to my very first week in the life. We are going to get started on a Monday morning, and my focus this week is being incredibly present and really trying to focus on all of the things that are going well in my world, which can sometimes be difficult with chronic illness. So I am starting off my Monday morning by taking a walk with my cat. And then I will transition into getting ready. I just got a new vanity over the weekend, which also was my birthday. I turned 38. So this is my first time using the new vanity, and it is absolutely incredible because it allows for me to be able to sit down in a nice cozy chair versus standing up while I'm trying to get ready.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. They always come around, even when we try to avoid them at all costs. But I hope that this is a good one. I've really been trying to set my mindset first thing in the morning because I definitely am a very anxious person, and first thing when I wake up every single morning, my day scrolls through my brain and I get overwhelmed really quickly. So anyway, welcome to it. I'm going to do a week in the life this week, kicking off today with a neurology appointment, which for some reason I've been a little bit anxious about. Not really sure why. My neurologist is phenomenal and was and continues to be one of the people who I trust the most on my medical team. So anyway, I was a little bit nervous about that.
But there really was nothing to worry about. This was definitely the best visit that I have had with her in quite some time. After I left the neurology appointment, I went ahead and stopped at my favorite coffee shop to grab a little bit of a sweet treat and a breakfast sandwich, and my drive home was absolutely stunning. It was a little bit cloudy out today. We are very used to sun in Colorado, so it was a nice little switch up.
Update on my neurological stuff. So the reason I was seeing her today was just a follow-up, as well as I had a brain MRI, a repeat brain MRI done a couple of weeks ago, because I've been having some different, like bigger granules is how I'm sort of describing it, of like tingling and numbness in my hands and my arms going up to my elbows, especially when I sleep or when I lay down. Like, I think the brain MRI was like 20 minutes and my hands and arms were numb within the first 5 minutes. So I did have some abnormalities in my cervical spine last year, and so we're going to take a look to see if those have progressed. She also ordered a lumbar MRI as well. I had a micro discectomy on my L4, L5 back in 2017, and I'm experiencing some just new numbness, like spreading numbness, worsening numbness that's heading up to my hip on my left side. So just want to check things out there as well. And then also just some like involuntary head shaking and some twitching on the front parts of my quads. It's really weird. It's like my whole leg shakes, the skin part of it. I don't know, that's not weird, but you know what I mean. So I feel really good about next steps. I'm about to hit my out-of-pocket max here in June, which is a good and bad thing. So hoping to round up all of my treatments and testing before I go broke. So that is Monday. I have now just checked off the work to-do list a little bit, got some emails done. I'm working on some projects. I am in bed and I'm in my cozies. And yeah, plan on just working for a couple more hours, and then we'll be done with this day. Another Monday in the books. I hope you guys are having a good one, and I hope that you had a good weekend. See you in a little bit. I went ahead and set up my clothes for tomorrow morning because I have to go to a clinic that is about 2 hours from my house. So to leave pretty early. So that is one of the things that I like to do to get set up for the next day. Early mornings are an energy zap for me, and I wake up feeling terrible every single day. So whatever I can do to add stuff to the nighttime, I will do. So outfits set up and ready to go.
I take my baths/shower. Well, I haven't taken a shower in probably at least a year and a half because of my dysautonomia and heat intolerance. We are also about 90% done with the structure that I shared with you outside, which was perfect timing for my birthday weekend. I made some summer rolls and brought my laptop out, and we had a little movie night. This is the vanity that I was talking about. I found it on Amazon. I think I actually found it through some influencer on Instagram or on YouTube, but it is absolutely perfect. I just broke my little face mirror a couple of weeks ago, and so this came in at the perfect time. And it also allowed us to redo this little corner of our bedroom. It's not completely complete yet, but it is so cozy and really helps with my morning routine. Another thing I like to do to protect my energy is prepare as much as I can in little stages. So I prepped all the baking stuff and then later threw it together to make this peach and nectarine crumble. It was so delicious. This is my birthday dinner. I made enchiladas and we had a little salad on the side, and it was absolutely perfect. And then here's that peach crumble. That was incredible. This is my favorite way to spend my evenings. After I get out of the shower and finish dinner, I just dim all of the lights and get cozy in bed.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, and I just made the 2-hour trek north up to one of our pediatric therapy clinics. I'm going to spend a good majority of the day here today. Left my house at about 8. It's about 10 right now, so I'm gonna head in, and my goal for today is to just be with the team and see what I can do to support. So I'll see you in a little bit.
This clinic that I'm spending the day at is in a very massive office building, and so they have a little conference room that we rent out when I visit so I can host some office hours. And they also have like a little Keurig machine and a little refrigerator. I technically cannot even say good morning. It is Wednesday. We made it to Wednesday. It is 12:30 in the afternoon, and I am just getting a solid start. Been a pretty rough health day thus far. Come here, buddy. Dude, can you not do that? Been a pretty rough. Oh my god. Oh. Let's give this another go. It's been a pretty rough health day. I've had a rib that's slipping in and out up here on my chest wall, which has been causing a lot of pain with movement and even while sitting still. And it's causing some shortness of breath. And then also I had pretty severe photosensitivity. I don't know if that's right. Anyway, I had a rash on my face from being in the sun on Saturday, and that has introduced some additional fatigue and brain fog. I think it's, what's the word? See, brain fog just working really nicely right now. I don't know. I don't know what the word is, so I'm going to move on. But yeah, this is just a great example of what is happening with my brain right now. Whew. We're going to start over. You can do this. Okay, brain fog. I think I'm going to need to make some more coffee. I don't know if that helps. It probably doesn't. It's more of a placebo thing for me. But anyway, having some pain in my chest this morning, and then that paired with the rash from being in the sun over the weekend, I just reached out to my rheumatologist because my primary care physician recommended a phenomenal chiropractor, but sometimes with connective tissue disease or RA, that can be a chiropractic or like manual adjustments can be contraindicated, and they may recommend physical therapy instead. So got that email sent out. I also have an upcoming colonoscopy and endoscopy on July 10th, but I also need to schedule a cervical and lumbar MRI, and they need clearance from GI to make sure that they didn't use any clips from the biopsies, because the MRIs, you cannot have metal in your body. So trying to coordinate all of that and make sure I can get clearance at the right time. So I spent probably an hour or two this morning just working on emails and whatnot for doctors. And then I kicked over into some work. Luckily, my first meeting is not till 2 o'clock today. So I spent the morning looking like a hot mess on my couch with my robe, my heating pad, all of the goodies, and just cranked out some emails and got some other just some momentum on a handful of projects that I am working on to end whatever quarter we're in, quarter two. And I'm going on vacation, a solo little spa, 2 days next week that I have been trying to take for literally 2 years. So more to come on that, but let's see what we got going on with this hair. So because of all that I have going on health-wise right now, plus how crazy busy my work is right now, and just also have a lot going on with my family, I guess it is my immediate family, but my mom, my sister, my aunt, those types of things. So I'm sure you noticed, or maybe you did not, that I only posted one short video this week. I used to do 4 short videos, so Monday through Thursday, and then Friday was my long form post. And I am just pushing myself a little too far, I think, with trying to crank out that much content per week. And I just was losing the joy, which is not the reason I'm on here. The reason I'm on here is because this is the community, this is the location. In other words, YouTube is where I found safety, security, comfort, support as I was going through 9 years of testing and incorrect diagnoses, correct diagnoses. And so this is just where my passion lies, and so I don't want it to be a situation where I'm not happy. And I also just have to make sure that I'm keeping a good balance with my health and not doing too much as well. So anyway, I'm going to focus on one short per week, which will be my Monday mindset post. Mondays are super difficult for me, and I am sure they are for many others who have a full-time job and have Monday morning 8 a.m. responsibilities to take care of. And so those are going to continue to be something that are important to me. And then my long forms on Friday will just be a variety of medical updates, any helpful topics that I can do some research on, or, whatever the case might be. So I don't know, I'm rambling. But that is going to be my plan starting this week and moving forward. I'm fucking sweating already. It's so goddamn hot, and it's not even hot. Ugh. I ended up just taking some pain pills a few minutes ago because it's that bad. I really try to not take those very often because they cause some other unpleasant side effects, and I got enough symptoms to work through. So I take them sparingly. But today was the day, and it's only been about 15 minutes, so let's hope I can see some good improvement in the next 45 minutes or so. I recognize that I do my hair in a completely unhinged way where I just go at it. I don't put certain portions into a hair tie or anything to make sure I get all the loose stragglers. I just kind of try to, separate the curls as I go and roll with it, because ain't nobody got time to add additional steps that don't feel important to me. And if I have a handful of hairs that are not curled perfectly, helps me with my OCD, you know what I'm saying? Let's call that shit good. Let's get on with it. Flowing up top, and we are flaring on the bottom. Business on top, cozy on the bottom for those flare days. Let's do it. So as I mentioned, I've been trying to schedule a little like solo getaway for, gosh, it's been a year and a half now. I had a trip booked last year, and there was a hurricane that wiped it out, and I had to cancel my trip. Since January of 2024, when the mold situation happened in my house, I haven't really. Can you get your butt out of here? Holy sheesh. I always lick my knuckles to get my rings on, because some days my fingers are swollen, and that's the only way to get them on. So I did it on my wedding day as well, so it's not new. So anyway, my trip got canceled, and I've tried and failed numerous times to take time off. Something always gets in the way, whether it's a medical procedure, an infection testing, somebody passing away, just the list goes on. So hopefully I'm not jinxing this, but I have a 2-day little spa trip, solo spa trip booked for next week. I will probably record some of it just because it's going to be beautiful and serene and relaxing, and just what I need to kind of reset and create some space for myself. There just really is not a lot of space to rest and to heal when you are chronically ill. When you're spending multiple hours per week and per day in doctor's offices and MRI machines, trying to rest, trying to just pull all of the list of things that make you feel better, and so there's not a lot of time for you. So I'm very much looking forward to it, trying to crank through as much as I can work-wise this week so I can really relax and enjoy myself next week. So yay! I'll see you guys in a little bit. Welcome to my spice cabinet, which is where you are sitting. I'm throwing together a quick lunch, which is basically just going to be a salad. So I got a shit ton of greens, and then a little cucumber. And then my dressing is, it's got some Dijon mustard, so some spicy, maybe it's just regular Dijon. Dijon mustard, some red wine vinegar, and then I have a little bit of olive oil, some garlic pepper, and then salt, or not garlic pepper, garlic powder, granulated garlic, and then salt and pepper. So let's do it. Okay, simple salad, nothing to it. I also had 2 breakfasts this morning. I did a smoothie, and then I did ham, egg, and vegan cheese tortilla. Excuse me, sir. And then I also am going to have some of these. So I wasn't very hungry, I guess is what I was getting at. This is a very late lunch for me. So I'm also going to have some of these barbecue sweet potato chips. These are so good. And then for dessert, because I love a little post-lunch dessert sweet treat, these are phenomenal. They're kind of like, I don't know, like an oatmeal raisin cookie, but like very clean, very simple ingredients. I got them at Natural Grocers, which is a natural food store here in Colorado. Cool story. I'll see you later. All right, we're all set up. Got a little sparkling water. Got my cookies, my chips. I also have these gummies, Annie's Bunny Grams, and my salad. I'm gonna go ahead and eat my lunch during this meeting. I'm not running it, so let's see how fast we can move through these next couple of hours. I'll see you after this meeting.
Serious events have occurred with Benedict. Signs include rash.
Closed because of a water main break. Our copter was over the area near C470 and Broadway this morning. You are asked to avoid the area if possible. The Aurora dentist accused of poisoning his wife to death is due in court today ahead of his trial next month.
Happy Friday! Come on, babe. Beautiful morning. It's already like 70 degrees though, and it's, I don't know, like 7 a.m. So we're gonna get up to this 91 today.